Hello and welcome. We'll be getting started here in just a second on this Friday morning, March 10th. And as you can see down there in the corner here, our corner, again, I'm Glenn Brannon, webmaster of twotrailertrucker.com. Kind of a rainy, cold day here in Indiana. And I'm just trying to get some things done here at the very last second. Don't think it's going to happen. So, nice idea. Let's get started, shall we? One more thing here. Yes, sometimes things don't go exactly as planned, and that is the case. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Facebook Live, twotrailertrucker.com. I'm Glenn Brannon. That's what the bubble says down at the bottom. Webmaster of Two Trailer Trucker. Good Friday morning. It's kind of a windy, blustery day here in central Indiana. And, well, thanks, Frederick, and from Dallas. Appreciate it. A lot of stuff to go through. It's been a while since we've done this, and I've been rather busy. But I've been busy in a good sense regarding the website. And when it comes winter time, as you all know, my thumbs get busy. My keyboard gets worn out, keeping update on all the weather and road conditions. And so so I have kind of neglected the Facebook Lives for a little bit. But this week I've been on vacation, getting some stuff done around the house and with the website. So let's get into it, shall we? And of course, the first thing coming up is this weekend is that it's time change. And on Saturday night, Sunday morning, we go forward an hour to daylight savings time. So yes, you lose an hour of sleep, but it's on a weekend. So keep that in mind. Now, what else do we have going on for here we go. Okay, I thought I had everything straightened out, and I don't. I'll be a son of a gun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I had everything all planned out, and something at the last second has just totally wrecked my day. So I'm going to tell you what we'll do here because I had. Okay, if you'll bear with me for just a second here. I'm going to try to do this. So that way you all can see what I'm talking about. And here we are. And just do a little housekeeping. Okay. Now, what we'll do here is if you're going to be around in the Indianapolis area, and we had some major construction going on starting this weekend. And that construction is going to deal with I-465 around Indianapolis. They are going to be doing some lane switching because they're rebuilding 465 on the south side to allow for I-69 to come up. And what is going to be happening is they are going to be going from 3 lanes to 1 lane going westbound on 465 from I-65 on the south side to I-70 on the west side. That will be start tonight at 8 p.m. Friday, March 10th. The following ramps will be closed, and then there's I-65 southbound, I-465 westbound. The main one, if you're coming to the Indianapolis terminal or having to drive around, is I-65 northbound to I-465 westbound. So the detour they have here is to take I-65 north to I-70 west, which is still open, and then get on I-465 on the west side by the Indianapolis terminal. So again, that starts tonight, and so that's going to be a cluster mess. Normally, then you shut down the lanes, so allow yourself plenty of time to get in and around Indianapolis during that time. See here. Another thing that brought up last week, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had a trainee with me, and I took him in there to. We had a problem with the chains, and a mechanic at the shop said that Georgia was finding drivers for not having their chains crossed. So I checked with my contact in Atlanta, Lynn, and she sent me. Well, let's get back here. She sent me this little nugget here, and here we go. And to which it says in this, yeah, if chains or cables are used as a safety device, it should be crossed and attached to the vehicles near the points of bumper attachments to the chassis of the vehicles. She did verify with me that indeed they are finding drivers not having the chains crossed in Georgia and Florida. And past couple weeks, I've heard where some other states are doing that as well. I don't know the specific states that are doing this. I don't know the law. I'm a truck driver. I am not a lawyer. So the only thing I says is I'm not going to say to cross all your chains. What I am going to say is you may want to do some research in areas that you drive into, see what the applicable laws are, and that way you can be sure that you are legal. You know, rather take 5 seconds and do something and be okay and skip it, and then you end up having a citation or having to do paperwork. So again, if you're in doubt, check, see if the specific state requires you to have your chains crossed. I think New York was one of them too. It's just coming to mind real quick. So again, make sure and do due diligence when it comes to that. Speaking of due diligence, I also learned something the other day that I learn a lot from everybody, and this bit of information was given to me in advance. Well, coming out in Charlotte, going to work in the van, and that's the hazmat route going around Cleveland. And if you'll notice, I hope you can see this. I'm going to try to get a little bit more in focus, a little bit more here. Uh, I-271 going 480. That little spot there in red. Well, that means that's prohibited from hazmat. And like you, anybody's been through there? I have been through there many a time. I thought that was okay to take hazmat on. I guess it's not. I I don't know what the technical way to get around that is unless you take 271 down to 80, because that looks good there, and, that's the, turnpike, um, but that little spot right there from 271 to 480 is, banned from hazmat, and from what I understood from that driver is that they are indeed, ticketing drivers for that. So, again, whole purpose of twotrailertrucker.com is to keep you informed and let you know what's going on. You definitely want to, keep if you're in that area, like, say, if you're going from Buffalo to Chicago, definitely want to keep that in mind. Uh, this is on the, Facebook page. I will post this onto the, website itself and, put a link put a link on there for the specific map because this map does come from, the state of Ohio. It's nothing I made up because it's too well done, but, you definitely want to, keep this in mind. Let's see here. Up here, you can read, let's see here. The term hazardous material is used in reference to non-radioactive hazardous material in quantities requiring placards by Title 49 CFR Part 172, Subpart F. The through transportation of hazardous material refers to transport which has neither a place of origin or a destination in the following northeast counties in Ohio: Cuyahoga, Cuyahoga, I can never pronounce that one, Lake, Lorraine, and Medina. So keep that in mind. So like I said, check that out before you leave. Use again, due diligence because you are the last line in defense between getting the ticket or making sure everything is straightened out before you leave. Uh, let's see here. Let's see here. Also, those kind of newsworthy. Of course, the website has been kind of busy too this past week. I've been on vacation. I've been trying to get things caught up. I did some housework on the contract links page. There was a bunch of links on there for the contract. Well, they finally got it straightened out to where it's just now 2 clicks. One one has it for the supplements, and their link takes you right to the National Master Freight Agreement with Yellow. So again, I'm always trying to make it a little bit better, a little bit easier. If you think of anything that can basically help you, or get through it quicker, by all means, please let me know. Send me an email, webmaster@twotrailertrucker.com. I tell people I read them all and I answer them all. And in fact, I go over one email I just received yesterday. And of course, if you can always catch us here on Facebook on Two Trailer Trucker and the Two Trailer Trucker Group YouTube, which you can watch us on now live, and also on Twitter. I did receive an email yesterday with and it regarded possibly putting on meet and turn points on the website. And as I get the mileages in, I do put those on there. So if you notice a meet and turn point where the mileage is not on there, please send that in to me, and I will definitely put that on. Now, am I gonna put the, meet and turn points on the non-GPS terminal, uh, page? That was a very good question, and the answer is yes and no. Sound like a politician there, don't I? Yes, I have. There are a few places out west, and I learned this from we had some drivers from Indianapolis go out west, and there are places where there are drop lots or meet turn lots that are designed for that to have a truck stop, In that case, I did put them on the non-terminal GPS page. Now, if you're going to a Pilot or a Love's or a truck stop, Billy Bob's truck stop, uh, pretty much my thinking on that is there's already an app on there that shows it, either Pilot, Love's, TA, whatever. And it would be a lot easier for you just to go to there and and get your you know get the address for it, put it in your truck oriented GPS and go to that specific truck stop. Because for me to put all those truck stops on there, and I'm just a one man machine here. Uh, Everything comes and goes through me, and that would be just a lot of work. And sometimes the turn points do change, and I'm not privy to those unless you all tell me. So if it's going to a truck stop, no, it will not be on there because all truck stops basically have an app, and you could put it in there and get your directions there. If it's a non-truck stop location like a lot, sometimes lots across the street from a truck stop or whatever, please let me know. Send it to me, and I will definitely put them on there. So, thanks a lot for the email. Again, you have an email, send it in to webmaster at twotrailertrucker.com. Uh, Lodging, I don't know if you all realize this, but I have a page devoted to uh, terminal lodging, and what that is, it, and it's in fact, it's one of the first 5 pages I put on there. Way back in 2016, and it's in fact, next month will mark 7 years for twotrailertrucker.com, and thank you all very much for making it the success that it is. Uh, but as you can see here, over here with this terminal lodging, and it says terminal hotel and transportation list. And what you do is you click on that, and this will pop up. And you can go through and you can find your terminal numbers, the states there on. We'll go down to Tennessee because I just put one in this morning for a Holland driver out of Nashville. You see Holland's terminal in Nashville is 395, and the transportation varies. They either use a shuttle or they bobtail. Now, here's a nice little thing. If the hotel you're going to is a bobtail situation, you'll see in the address or the hotel, depending on what mood I was in that day, in blue. What you do is you click on the blue link, and what will pop up is the pin will show you right where that hotel is. That way you can put it into your GPS, and you can have directions on how to get straight to that hotel in case you're not familiar with that area. So, like I said, it's a nice. In fact, I have used that several times. Going back and going to a terminal and go to a hotel I had been to before, pop it up there, takes me right to the hotel. Well, I wish I could say it was I put it into I was going to a hotel in Springdale, Arkansas one time, and man, that had me all screwed up. Luckily, I went back there one other time, but I definitely remembered how to get there. But this way, you can use that to get to the hotel if you haven't been there before, and it gives you a very good routing on how to get there. Uh, Another thing, did I put on another video direction for Jackson, Tennessee? Not Jackson, Tennessee. I'm sorry, Jackson, Mississippi. Video direction, what that is on some terminals that are kind of difficult to get to. Either I or if you have a terminal that you know of that is very difficult for somebody new that hasn't been there to get there, you shoot it on, like if you have a GoPro or your phone, safely and record it, get it to me, send me an email, let me know what you have, and we'll figure out how to get the video to me. And then I make a video or I make a YouTube video and attach it to the GPS address. And what that does is it allows that driver, hey, could be me. I mean, I go all over the place, and allows them to take a look at it before you start out your day, and you go through and you're just riding along, and it allow you the opportunity to see where you're going and landmarks around it. For instance, this one here on Jackson, Mississippi. This is how it begins here. You're going down. This is how they are. You go down there, uh, and you're just basically in the sea with me. Let's go along here, and you see where I have the sign up there shows you what exit you're looking for, and go through a little bit more here. And in case of Jackson, Mississippi, you take 49 south, shows you to get off on West Frontage Road, and then you can follow that, follow in that into the terminal. Of course, when I recorded this, it was dusk, so some parts of it were light, some parts of it were dark, and so, you know, at the mercy of Mother Nature on that. But as you can see, a lot of terminals I have on there, a lot are like that, St. Louis, Nashville, Knoxville. I The original one was Pittsburgh when they were at the, old terminal, and that was a great big, everybody loved the video because they made a very stressful terminal into something not as stressful. It These videos are aimed to take the anxiety of going to the terminal. If you know of a terminal, like I said, that is difficult for a newbie to get into, and that newbie could be me. I'm in July, I'll be here 20 years. There's still terminals I haven't gone to, and I run the extra board, and so I get sent to terminal, have no idea where I'm going, stressed out, grumpy, you know, we're all there. So the fact that you can go on there, look at the video, okay, I get it, and then that way you can get in there and take some of the anxiety out. So, like I said, did that with Jackson, Mississippi. If you have any idea for terminals that could use that, be sure and let leave me a comment or an email, and we'll get together and see if we can work that out. Uh, But I had a lot of people requesting, "Hey, how do I get that great looking hat that's on your head?" Well, I got a lot of requests for it, and so I always try to make my people happy. So here we go. We have 2 hats here, one in yellow, safety yellow. I'm not very well coordinated, am I? Safety yellow, and then the orange hat that you all know from me having. I have them right here beside me. If you would like to have one or buy one, uh, they're at cost, and all you have to do is to twotrailertrucker.com and go to the merch swag stuff to buy page, and you can go down here, fill out the information here, and I'm taking payments by. It only allows me to take payment from one vendor, so I've chosen PayPal. If you want to buy one and you don't want to use PayPal, which has been the case for a few drivers, let me know. Send me an email. Let me know. We'll see what we can work out. The hats are $25 a piece. I'm charging $10 shipping and handling, which is below cost because I am using a UPS for my shipping. but that's okay. Um, so again, if you'd like to have one of these hats, go to the Merch Swag Stuff to Buy page, or just send me an email, and I'll be more happy to get with you, and we'll work something out. Looking down the road a little bit, and coming up in May, especially if you're going to be plugging or bidding for your vacations, just something to keep in mind that that week or so we all love in trucking. That's right. The International Road Trek will be May 16th through the 18th. And during the 72-hour blitz, they will be focusing on cargo securement and everything else. So it's very possible they could be opening up trailers. And in fact, it says so in here. Uh, they'll be checking for tonnage and everything regarding uh, cargo securement. I had a DOT inspection I think it was last year or late last year, that last year was during the safety blitz in September. And the only reason why he pulled me in was because I had hazmat, and I got pulled in, and he opened up the door, and happy with what he saw, and I got a help on that inspection. And I've been hoping that to happen with everybody. So if during that week, May 16th to the 18th, uh, yeah, May 16th to the 18th, it's a couple of days, 72-hour blitz. Make sure that you have everything, your hazmat paperwork and all that ready to go. That about takes care of everything. And of course, I always try to do these a little bit more frequently. I'll try definitely to do this a lot more frequently than my last video. And if you have any questions, comments, please send me an email, webmaster@twotrailertrucker.com. And of course, we're on YouTube, which you're watching on now, Facebook, Two Trailer Trucker, and Two Trailer Trucker Group. The group is for current yellow employees. And if that encompasses Holland, New Pen, and Runaway. One more thing to add, going back to lodging and even the mileage guide. I do not have the Holland miles, and so I would like to get those on there. So if you're a Holland yellow New Pen or a Redaway driver, and you see, kind of, well, he don't put that stuff on there because I simply don't have it. So if you have those, that somebody posts a sheet of miles, take a picture of it, email it to me. That's all I need. And get that information. I'll be more than happy to put it in. And that way you will have that information. I don't mean to shirk anybody, but I'm one man in Indiana. So I don't get out to California, Oregon, Washington, just like, Maine or Vermont. So again, if you notice anything missing anywhere, please send it in to me. I'll be more than happy to put it in. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe out there. We're looking at spring. We just got to get through a few more cold weather bouts. And of course, we have 2 seasons in trucking, winter and construction, you know, especially with what's going on in Indy, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to be happening that way everywhere. So please do not use this website or its platforms while you are driving, because it's just maddening out there anymore. Thank you so much for using twotrailertrucker.com. Have a great day.